think Baylor's schedule after this Auburn game is relatively favorable. Sure, the SMU game's going to be really tough, but I think they could win that one.
I think Baylor packs the shit out of SMU.
Yeah,
SMU's ranked, though.
I got to see how they are after week 1.
Oh,
before
Boise.
I say anything.
Yeah, but SMU's better than Boise.
But
and clearly right now.
Dude, we all knew Boise State shouldn't have been ranked. Let's be real. We could have put BYU ahead of them.
So none of y'all guys wanted to vote for mine.
I ain't even look at your team. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello.
Sorry, Jack. Did I take your game?
You took one of my.
You took one of mine too. I'm gonna take my meme pick here, and I'm gonna play a little song. Oh God. I'm gonna take this fat piece of shit.
Bro, get Desmond Watson off the screen.
Look at that.
Last time we played, I whooped your ass.
Hold on, man. Bring that up. Caleb, kind of run us down to what the hell happened this week.
To quote a text from Isaac, what the hell was that? Once,
How many points did he drop that game?
like 6-7.
Oh, okay. This guy.
Disappointing thing in my entire life, and
Blanket of his son Halliburton. He's like,
Yeah.
he just beat your ass.
That's what I was
got the
I thought
game
he was
winner
saying,
on
like,
you.
what up with it now?
What's going on, You Don't Know Ball podcast? Welcome back to the show. It is finally game week for all us college football fans. Alex and I obviously have jerseys on. Caleb's getting his Kansas State jersey in the mail one day. I don't know. We'll find out. Jack's just a fan.
Yeah, I can put a jersey on.
okay, bro,
my
don't put a
my
jersey
bad.
on.
My bad. All right, let's see the Playmore jersey. Whip out that Playmore jersey. While Jack's doing that, we just want to we could talk a little bit about the NFL before we really deep dive into our college football content. Let's start with the biggest news as of today. Micah Parsons is now a Green Bay Packer. For us four Lions fans, that's exactly what Alex just said was our first reaction. So, what's you guys' feelings right now?
Go ahead, Caleb.
I honestly, I was driving and I saw it and I was just like, damn, like that's a pretty big trade. Micah Parsons, you know, he's a big name, really, really good defensive end, but I like what Jack said too. They did have to kind of give up someone else on defense to kind of offset the trade a little bit, giving up Kenny Clark. That's a good jersey, Jack.
My plan was players downstairs.
Bama!
Roll Tide, roll.
I think it's a good trade. I wish the Lions could have got him because, I mean, him and Hutch would be absolutely insane. But, yeah, I don't know. Definitely makes me a little bit doubtful for the Lions game week 1, but we'll see. It's going to take some time to gel, and this trade's coming so close to the beginning of the season. So we'll see if Micah takes a couple games to kind of get warmed up into the Green Bay system. So,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the Packers did just shoot up in the odds to win the NFC North this year. They're like 135 plus odds right now, and then the Lions are 195. So obviously, really big player for that Packers defense. Now they got Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons coming off the edge. So that's a task. That's for sure. That's for Penei Sewell and whoever plays the Lions backside tackle, and frankly, every offensive line who plays the Packers this year. So that'll be definitely something to watch that week 1 game to see how we could defend their pass rush against those two elite pass rushers. Jack, Alex, got any thoughts?
First of all, don't disrespect Taylor Decker like that.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot Taylor Decker.
Dude's a dog. No, honestly, obviously the Packers have gotten better. Micah Parsons is probably a top 5 pass rusher in the game right now. But I think healthy Hutch, top Hutch versus top Micah, I'm taking Hutch. So I'm not going to say that we
absolutely.
lost out too much by not getting him because our defense is solid. So I'm not too worried about
when
it.
they're not, when 30 guys on our roster aren't hurt,
I know.
they're decent.
Yeah. When they're not all in the freaking hospital. Like Hurricane Katrina just went through Detroit. So hopefully that
That's
doesn't
literally.
Only
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. what the comparisons we get in the NFC North. I think people are calling us the North the best division in NFL right now, and rightfully so. We got a ton of the best players in the NFL right now, so
Yep, good teams.
it's pretty exciting. It's actually really exciting.
And you can't sleep on Minnesota either.
No, you
Damn
can't.
right you can't.
Okay, Alex.
I'm really curious. I'm really
Alex,
curious
why'd you
with
say
how the
that?
Bears are going to be.
Bears aren't
Caleb
gonna be bad
Williams.
either, I don't think.
The Bears are going to be distracted when they play Minnesota.
Yeah, Caleb Williams might be off his game there a little bit, but it'll be interesting. I think the Bears are in for a long season if they didn't fix their O-line problems from last year.
Yeah.
So, but they got a lot of weapons around them. Like they have all the weapons they need. So
Yeah, that's the
We'll
thing.
see.
I'm saying, like, if there's anyone who can figure out how to work with a less than subpar O-line, it's probably Ben Johnson as the coordinator. So I think he's got a more talented QB with, I mean, you would probably take Goff over Caleb right now just because Caleb Williams has only had 1 year in the league. Goff's put up a couple good seasons in a row now. But I don't know. Maybe Ben Johnson will be the key to unlocking Caleb Williams to take that next step, even though he doesn't have that good of a line. So we'll see.
No.
for sure, yeah, it'll be
I don't know,
it's gonna
dude.
be an interesting NFL season.
I'm just going to say Ben Johnson been playing with a good asshole line for quite some time now. So
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
who's to say what he's going to do?
I'm just saying that first year with, I mean, I guess you could say the only good part about the Lions when they were really bad, like in 2021 and 22, what was their O-line. That was probably their only good part.
Yeah, the Lions may have been down, but their line was up. I'll say that. Their line was good. But
Hey, we'll
Nice.
see, man. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But yeah, Micah Parsons on the Packers, that sucks.
yep,
For us.
Michael Parsons.
Micah Parsons. All right, let's get out of the NFL. Sorry, Alex, I didn't get your opinion unless you want to give one.
No.
I'd like to hear it. I value it, Alex.
Yeah, let's hear it from the first win head coach,
Nope,
JV
not him.
assistant coach for Playmo of our JV team. Let's hear your takes, Alex.
The Nick Smart or Kirby Saban of playing football right now.
Well, stay tuned until next week and see if that changes. But it kind of, from the Lions fan in me and the Vikings, I know JJ supporter in me says, like what I said earlier, the F word. Like that is really bad for both teams I cheer for. But in the grand scheme of things, it makes our conference really tough for, like, tough wise. Like, we're going to be one of the best conferences, like you said. And I do believe that, Rashad Gary needed some help on that defensive line last year. He's an animal, but he's only one of them. Now they got two of the same kind of skill set type players on each side. That's going to be a game changer for the Green Bay Packer defense, especially they got Jair Alexander out of there. Like, he was like a total locker room cancer. So, yeah, I think that it's going to be I don't know. I think the Packers are making the right moves to be one of the, again, back on the good side of, the NFL. Jordan Love needs to figure it out, but yeah, they got him. They got some help too. So, I mean, Packers are definitely making some big moves to be relevant again.
Yeah. I mean, they've always been relevant, but they just couldn't get out of the NFC championship or whatever, the first round of the playoffs. Not first round, second round of playoffs. But they'll be a good team this year for sure. All right, Caleb. Let's share that Excel spreadsheet. Let's get into some actual college games here. So, just for a little context, I tasked the boys with a couple different conferences. So Caleb how about you say the conferences you guys got?
All right. I believe I
SEC.
got ACC, and then it might have been Sunbelt or Mountain West, one of those two. I think it was Sunbelt, though.
Yeah, I think you got the Sunbelt because that's where your brother lives, around that conference, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Jack,
I think I got SEC.
you got two.
and whatever
You
the
got
other one.
Conference USA, Jack. Conference USA.
Yes, you gotta say something.
And whatever the other one is, that's valid though. I
will be the news reporter for the back-to-back national champion Big Ten Conference and the Mountain West.
We appreciate you.
I got the Big 12 and then the FBS independents. So I got like Notre Dame and all those other schools. So hell yeah. But we all came up with 2 games for each of the conferences we had. And it's going to be really exciting to see these games are at week 1. So Caleb, read us our week 1 slate right now that we have picked out.
I think first we should just go over the week 0 game. We all got it wrong.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, last week we all went with Kansas State. The only I wish I would have put more thought into it. The only reason I went with them was because their colors are purple. And literally they should have won, dude. I watched the game. I watched the first half, stopped watching it because I was like, all right, I'm going to go work out. This is horrible. And then I come back, and Kansas State just had chance after chance to, like, get.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that game. The game was a rough first half watch, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, it was in terrible conditions. The field was muddy and terrible to run on. It was all sorts of bad. But the second half, both offenses started to turn it on a little bit. But Kansas State was just a little too much, a little too inconsistent, and had too many turnovers. And Avery Johnson it seemed like the only player other than his other receiver that was actually going out there and playing. So it was a tough watch, but it was a week 0 game. It was kind of like the appetizer to this weekend. So it's definitely going to be exciting to see where that game where we started to where we get to this weekend. So I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll say this too. Iowa State played really, really well. I don't think we should discredit how Kansas State might have messed up a lot, but I think Iowa State did really good too.
No, yeah, so. Rocco Beck had some absolute had some big old nuts in him. I ain't gonna lie. He down the stretch, they relied on him, and he showed up on every single moment they relied on him. They went 3 for 3 on 4th down, and it was major part was because of him. So the stats might not say it, but he definitely played well.
Alex, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say I just thinking of like travel wise, I think that playing in Ireland is really, really hard, and we don't really get a really good look at how these teams are really going to perform because of the differences on the field of where they were playing on, whether they were at home or here in the U.S. or the travel hours or the food or whatever that. But it's going to be sloppy. The weather played a big factor. That's always raining in Ireland and during those games. I feel like the last few years it's been that way. But, it is what it is with that. Nobody was mad. College football was back. So we took what we can get, I guess.
Right. You can't go wrong with a top 25 matchup in the beginning, but the rain definitely did affect it. We didn't see both these teams at full power, but then again, it is the first week, so who knows what would have happened if it wasn't raining, if Iowa State was at home instead. You never know. So, yeah, it was good. I'm just salty I'm 0-1, but I guess we're all in the same boat. So,
well, we're all starting at the bottom, so I guess it's
fishing in the same hole.
Yep. And I will say one interesting thing about this sheet and everything is we're going to be keeping track of all the host picks and everything and how good our records are and whatnot. If you're a listener and you want to play as well, I'm probably going to just have Isaac post on the story what games we're going to try to predict. So after this episode, Isaac can post a poll on the story, and if you make a pick, we'll put your name on here and keep track of your record as well. So if you want to follow along, it'll be fun.
It's going to be a fun, engaging fall to be getting a winner for college football for this show. We're going to be a little bit more interactive than we were last year. I know we tried, but with me playing college football and Alex always traveling and Jack, it was hard for us to do it. But now that we're all graduated, so it should be it'd be a little easier to create some cool ideas for the Instagram and keep our fans engaged. So it's going to be really fun this fall. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. But, okay. So, Alex, what do you want to say real quick?
Caleb, I forgot to tell you the Mountain West game, but I have it if you could add it real fast.
Here, yeah, let's do it. We can do 6 games this week. Let me add a row below this.
It's a really good one, Isaac. It's Hawaii versus Arizona.
Okay.
Hawaii did win last week. I watched the
They
game
beat Stanford.
Yeah, that was, dude. I was the only one thinking Hawaii was gonna win that too.
I know.
Hawaii,
I like that too.
Hawaii won that game because the Stanford D lineman decided to aura farm for 12 seconds after he got a sack, and then like 2 plays later, Hawaii scores a touchdown right before half. So that kind of threw him up.
Isaac, I knew that was gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, obviously. You try aura farming, he's gonna kick right back in your face. But
I've been knew that.
Alex, who's at home?
I think it is. It is at Arizona.
Alrighty. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, the text is red. That's why. Okay.
all right. So obviously that's a good game and all, Alex. But we got to start with the big boy, obviously, of the week.
Yep.
We have Texas at Ohio State. It's going to be a really good game. I believe that was Jack's game. So if Jack wants to kick us off with that and on his thoughts before we dive into that discussion, let's hear him out. Let's hear it, Jack.
Yeah, I'm just bringing us in here with big games. That's all I really do.
God damn
It's
it.
going to be a great matchup. First of all, what is it? 1 versus 3? Is Ohio State 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, we got Arch Manning versus Julian Sand. You know what I'm saying? So I think Texas is going to pull this one out because they're bringing back more, and I think Ohio State lost more people last year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this Ohio State team looks like. We've been talking about this game all fall, and we've mentioned the key departures for that Ohio State team, especially on the defensive side of the ball and at quarterback. But a lot of the Ohio State Buckeyes fans, I mean, like Big Ev from Barstool Sports, has been saying that this team's got potentially to be better than last year's team, which I think is just completely just overrated or just not going to happen. Illogical. I mean, that team won the national championship last year, and they were all good and fifth-year seniors. So you're not going to be able to reproduce that production right out of the first year. I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I'm just saying they're not going to be as good as they were last year. And like Jack said, Texas is bringing a lot back, and they're having Arch at quarterback, who's played more games than Sand. So that's definitely going to be another aspect of this game that Texas is going to hold the advantage in. But it is at Columbus, and that's not an easy place to play unless your name is Michigan. So it's going to be a great game, one of the biggest Week 1 games I can remember in a long time. And just ready to rot on the couch and watch Arch Manning and I guess Julian Sand go dice it up for 3.5 hours.
So who's your pick?
Texas by 2 scores.
Ooh, by 2 scores. All right.
Yep.
Texas
I'm
by
confident in that.
choose.
I think Arch is going to go out there. He's going to show the world why he's a Manning, and they're going to win that game by at least 2 scores, whether that's 10 or 14. So,
Alex?
This is I was being pro Big Ten, and wanting the conference to be the best in the country. No, hell no. After this past week with Dave Portnoy and what Ohio State was doing to my man this week. I'm going to go Texas because Ohio State still has the Charmin logo on their field because they are soft. But, it's just going to be it's going to be a tough game. Arch is going to be first year starting for Texas. Julian Sand, first year starting for Ohio State. Rough environment for Texas to come into at noon. It's going to be a battle, but I believe Texas is right now the better team on paper and the more experienced.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, I'm also going to rock Texas with y'all. As much as I don't want to have all of us get it wrong again, I got to stick with who I originally had. I just trust Arch more in that QB battle against Sayin. It's Sayin's first big game. Ohio State also has 2 new coordinators that are going to be trying to call plays in arguably the biggest first game for them you could ever imagine. The only thing that would be worse is if they were in Texas, and I think because they're at home, and obviously Texas is playing the defending national champions, like this game is going to be very close. I think it's probably going to be within 1 score, maybe a couple of points, but I think Texas will pull it out.
Yeah, it's hard to go against a team that brings so much back and has so much talent on their team. I'm not saying that the Buckeyes aren't talented, but they just have a lot of unproven talent compared to what Texas has. So it's gonna be a great game no matter what. I'm really looking forward to it. The entire country is looking forward to it. 2 great coaches. Unfortunately, I can't say anything negative about Ryan Day, especially after we got hated on for that clip I posted a while back. But Steve Sarkisian and Ryan Day are 2 of the best college football coaches in the country right now. So it's going to be a great game, and I think everybody is so excited for it. So we will see where that game ends up. All right, Caleb, do you want to pick our next game out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I thought so. For my Sunbelt game, I went with St. Francis versus UL Monroe because basically the whole point of this spreadsheet and like doing multiple games a week is to try and cover as many teams as possible. So, for example, we might not try to predict another Notre Dame game for the rest of the season because this game we're doing this week is the biggest one for them. So I figured let's just get UL Monroe out of the way. St. Francis is a FCS school, so the reason we're not picking their money line is we're just going to pick their spread because it's going to be harder to predict. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this UL Monroe game. And do any of you guys want to decide if they're going to cover the spread first?
I think UL Monroe will cover the spread. I'm just kidding. I think, yeah, the spread will be covered in my book.
By UL Monroe?
Yeah, yep.
Alrighty. Isaac's taking their spread line. Alex or Jack?
Well, that spread line means they're going to beat them by 23.5?
Yeah. Or more.
I'm not taking the spread, but I'm taking UL Monroe money line.
So you're taking St. Francis to cover the spread. Oh boy.
Well, I think UL Monroe's going to win though.
I know, but UL Monroe can still win, but St. Francis will only lose by like 17.
Yeah.
Jack, can you name like one St. Francis game you've ever watched?
Can you name one fucking UL Monroe game you've ever watched?
I know. General Booty's the quarterback right now.
I don't think he's on the team anymore. I don't think he's on the team.
Damn it, dude. I thought he was.
They were roasted.
I think, I have a lot of. I played with this team on college football 25 and rebuilt them from the ground up. I think they're going to do the over on the spread, and they're going to blow this team out and then get them out of their stadium. And UL Monroe's going to party on Saturday night after this game.
Man, what a St. to do to y'all.
All right, and after the research I did for this game, I'm also taking UL Monroe to cover the spread. I mean, it's an FCS school. They're supposed to win. Although we did just see Idaho State give UNLV a run for their money last week. That was pretty nuts.
I predicted that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen this week, though. I think I've looked at St. Francis's team. They don't have like a proven quarterback, and it looks like they have like 4 that they're trying to cycle through and play right now, and I just don't think that that's going to hold up very well in an away game for week 1 against a team that, really has to take the next step in the Sunbelt. So we'll see. I'm taking you out Monroe to cover, though.
Yep, absolutely. I mean,
Bro, you playing the Sunbelt, you might as well be playing the Wolverine Conference.
Shout out.
I think y'all hating on St. Francis. Y'all got a little pent-up aggression for no reason.
you've never even watched a game of St. Francis. I don't know why you're so supportive of them right now.
I just don't think they're going to get their asses blown out that hard. They're going to get blown out. It's not that hard.
Well,
Dude, watch them lose by only 23. That's going to be
I
so
hope they
tough.
lose by like 21.
well, they fans can come back to this point.
Oh no,
in the
Latrell
show and
Caples is
flip
hurt.
This. Oh no. Anyways, media timeout. Anyways, all right. So, are we doing any more of this game, or are we going to move on to the next one?
Next one.
All right, Caleb. What's our next game?
Let's just go down the line. Let's do Auburn Baylor.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jack, why don't you start us off with Auburn and Baylor? What do you think?
I think Auburn's got this one. Auburn's just been a lot more proven in the last few years, and their quarterback's on the come up, right? They're supposed to have a good quarterback this year.
Jackson Arnold. Yeah, Jackson Arnold will be a decent quarterback for them.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin.
Yep. Yep, Jackson Arnold's going to be a good quarterback for
The astronaut, taking him
Yep.
to the moon.
They're going to take him to Auburn believes he's going to take him to the national championship, but I guess we'll see.
Well, which one of you thought they were going to the national championship when we did our SEC rankings? Was that you, Isaac?
No, I did
never
not put them
said
as the
that.
national championship.
I said that they were hard to play at. That's
Oh, yeah.
but I never put them on the top 25 stadium thing.
Oh,
Whatever
people
that
were
would be.
pissed. They were where's Jordan Hare?
Dude,
They haven't won over 6 games in Jordan Hare or at all since like 2020.
they're
2018.
literally only known for that punt return touchdown.
Just pick
Where
that
they got
is
super
sick.
loud.
Like
What about when Cam Newton wrecked ass there and won a national championship?
That was before that punt return.
They're still known for it, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean obviously, but
Don't be hating on Auburn, okay?
I'm not hating on Auburn.
I'll war eagle your fucking asses right now.
I'm sorry, but the most recent memory I can think about Auburn is when Jalen Milroe
I
threw
know.
a 4th and 31 bomb and scored a touchdown to win the game. That's
Mill threw
embarrassing.
their asses in the dirt.
Damn right he did, but give me that Heisman right now. But I guess I can go next. This is a game I put in. It was I think this game's really underrated. Baylor's coming off a really good season when they won their last 7 or 8 games of the season last year and won a bowl game. Sawyer Robertson is their quarterback for Baylor. He comes back, and Dave Miranda is a really good coach for the Baylor Bears. I feel like they're in for a really big season. But the only thing that's keeping me from slamming Baylor money line right now is that Auburn brings a shitload of talent into the transfer portal. They brought in Cam Coleman, a really talented receiver. They obviously brought in Jackson Arnold. They brought in a couple more transfers that will help their offensive defensive line, especially in the receiver room. There's just a lot of talent all over the place. It's just if Hugh Freeze can actually coach them to succeed. A lot of people are questioning if Hugh Freeze is a good coach of the Auburn Tigers, but this season's do or die for him right now. And if he can't make it work, he's never going to make it work. So I'm gosh, who do I want to take?
This is where our records are going to get different right here.
Yeah,
this
this
50-50
is the
games.
game. This is the game that I seriously obviously Texas is a 50-50 game, but we all went Texas. But I'm gonna go Auburn here. I think nope, fuck it. I'm going Baylor.
Oh.
Baylor Bears. I'm gonna pull the
Hey,
trigger.
just so you
I'm
know,
gonna pull the trigger.
when I type it in, it's locked in. You got it with 2 letters to spare.
Oh, and I didn't say I think Auburn's going to cover the spread that you got up there as well.
Oh no, we're not. We only did spread for the UL Monroe game.
I know. I just with you.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna win by 132.
I'm gonna do Baylor just because I think they're in for a really big season, and I don't think Hugh Freeze is coaching this team to success. So
Yeah, hop off it, dude.
Alex, you wanna go or
Anyways, just a quick media timeout. Ohio is a one score game against Rutgers right now, 31-24 in the third.
Wow.
So I don't know where this will
Good
end
Lord,
up.
Scarlet Knights.
Yeah,
South Florida is putting belt to ass against Boise State right now. It's ugly.
Yeah, and I think that's the only update I had.
Isn't
But,
Boise top 25?
Yes,
They
Wow.
are. They're 25.
Jeez.
This South Florida team's playing really good. I can't tell if Boise's just ass or if South Florida's like good.
That's what no Ashton
Boise
Johnson will
looks
do
like
to you.
Boise
Boise
couldn't throw a ball. Look, they only have 55 rushing yards in this game so far, and it's the fourth quarter now, and they
Their
had
offensive
240 average
Their offensive
last
line
year.
looks significantly worse than it was last year, by far. All right, let's lock back into this Baylor Auburn game. I think it's just you, Caleb, and Alex. Left.
I will go, and this one's tough, but I'm not going to go against the SEC. I'm going to go Auburn for this because I just think they should have more talent on this team. They don't. I don't know if they do or don't, but I can't say that coaching's better. But Baylor hasn't been that good recently, and Auburn has been mid. So I'm going with the mid team.
Baylor was really good last year.
Baylor went like 9-4 last year, I think.
Yeah, they went,
just everything I said. I think Baylor's gonna make it close. Auburn's gonna win.
Alex, I'm with you. Auburn up.
All right, I'm going Bailey, or not Bailey, Baylor.
Hey, there we go. Welcome to the Bears.
I'm going Baylor because they're at home and they have to win this game because they're about to walk into SMU next week, and I don't know, they're not going to win that one. So if Baylor wants any chance to be better, then this is like a must-win game for them. And Auburn, they got a new QB with Jackson Arnold. He's supposed to be really good, but it is, again, week one. Anything can happen. I'm confident Baylor can win this game because they're probably going to be 1-1 after next week. So must win. They're going to pull it out.
I have two things real quick. I think Baylor's schedule after this Auburn game is relatively favorable. Sure, the SMU game's going to be really tough, but I think they could win that one.
I think Baylor packs the shit out of SMU.
Yeah,
SMU's ranked, though.
I got to see how they are after week one.
So's
before
Boise.
I say anything.
Yeah, but SMU's better than Boise.
But
clearly right now.
Dude, we all knew Boise State shouldn't have been ranked. Let's be real. We could have put BYU ahead of them.
Yeah. My second take right now is that for all those Instagram posts that you guys and TikToks that you guys disagreed about, I'm talking to you guys, our listeners. Our takes will never be as bad as this one Auburn podcast I sent to you this week, saying that Jackson Arnold's going to be the third best player in Auburn football history, right around Cam Newton and whatever, Bo Jackson. Like, shut the fuck up. He ain't going to be that good. Sure, he's got talent, but he ain't going to be that good. But
no, I couldn't believe. As soon as I saw the screenshot of that guy, I was like, "Oh no!"
I'm like, "This could have been us. This could have been us." But we got lucky.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, "Dude, we might get on this one day."
But shout out to the small content creators, though. I guess. I mean, we are one of them. So
yeah.
Here, have my like. Have my like.
Media outlet for sports.
Right.
I almost commented saying like, "Hey, good take," or like, "We support you." I was like, "Hell no, I ain't doing that."
No, you should have like some marketing thing, be like, "You want better takes than this? Follow you don't know ball."
Or I should have like said, "Yeah, this guy doesn't know ball," and then everybody's like, they're gonna look through all our TikToks and just flame us. Like, damn it.
You should have commented, like, whenever I see a shitty clip of a podcast, it's like the quotes, and it's like, bro, we should totally start a podcast.
Dude,
We've got a couple of those.
the amount of times I see that, dude, we post like top tier rage bait. It's so funny.
Yes.
So funny. So funny. I mean, that Ryan Day one is probably our best by like far. that
None
one
of
got
us like Ryan Day.
especially the Oklahoma one that we posted. People were pissed off about that too. I mean, holy shit. But
People act like it's a personal attack on them when we're talking
Yes.
about like their team. But dude, that's
Right.
just not the reality. Like even when I talk about the Pistons, I talk about them in third person. I don't say like, "Oh, we signed this guy," because I'm not on the team, but I'm a fan.
yeah.
But
I'm
it's
sorry,
like,
I didn't see your jersey on you. I mean, I didn't see a helmet or your
I didn't
offer
see you on the
spot.
roster.
yeah, exactly.
so-
People get so pissed. It's crazy.
It's crazy. But all right, Caleb, let's get into our next game.
All right, so we're going Clemson LSU next, and this game's another, I think, honestly, could be another 50-50 game. I don't know if the odds have changed for Clemson to win or not, but they are at home, and I have Clemson winning against LSU at home. I mean, another top 10 matchup in week one. You can't go wrong with it. Battle of the Tigers, and I think the Clemson defensive line still really good. They were my fantasy team draft pick in our draft that we did for defensive line. They're going to give LSU the work all day long, and it's very, very hard to win away games against really good teams like Clemson, even though LSU is supposed to be good. Again, it's week one. Anything could happen. LSU could easily storm in there and just win, but I'm going Clemson, and purely because of that defensive line, the home crowd's going to be rallying them to go get the quarterback all day long, and I think his name is Garrett Nussmeier or something like that.
Garrett Nussmeier.
Garrett Nussmeier's really good, but Cade Klubnik might be the only quarterback that's better than him. So we'll see. That's gonna
And
be
Cade
a
Klubnik's
fun
coming
matchup.
on the pod, so we got to root for him.
Yeah,
You got to
Yep.
root for him.
I got Clemson here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop onto that ship real quick. I like Clemson to win this game too. They're gonna win the battle of the Tigers, but also the battle of Death Valley. Whoever wins keeps the name, even though LSU's had it longer than them. But whatever. Clemson brings back a lot of their returning production from last season. Like Caleb said, they got Parker and Woods in their D-line and defensive end. They have Cade Klubnik coming back. Their receiver room's looking a lot better, more developed than it has been the last 2 years. It's going to be a really good Clemson team this year. A lot of people have them going undefeated this year. I don't believe that, but I do believe that they win this game against LSU at home at night. It's going to be a great game though. I think this is another week one game that we get on Saturday, and this week one slate has just been great. It's probably one of the best I can remember from a while. So give me Clemson to win this game too.
Yeah. Shout out Bryant Wesco Jr., wide receiver of mine on my fantasy team as well. He's on Clemson, and he's going to do really well this game. I know it.
Yeah, I
he
also
is.
like Clemson. Something about my boy Brian Kelly just not being able to win big games against Clemson. Isaac, right?
Yep. Brian Kelly can't win week one games to start. I mean, we can't even get to the postseason and win games.
Alex, that leaves you.
The battle of the real Death Valley. This is going to be a fun game to watch, especially that it's week one, and there has been some media talk, and both sides have been getting into it on the media interviews and everything like that. And I think this is going to be a really tough game for LSU to go to Clemson. I think, isn't it a night game? I'm assuming it's a night game, Isaac.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah, it
7:30
is.
p.m.
I put
yeah,
if it's
that's
blue,
a
that
tough-
means it's a night game.
Oh, my fault.
No, you're
that's a
good. I
tough-
should have told
tough-
Sorry, I didn't see the legend on the map.
you. No, I got the
That's
legend right here, buddy.
That's a tough game and tough environment to go to, and I just don't see Brian Kelly having really any chance of really having his team locked in enough for this game, especially that he is historically really bad against top competition in week one. So I'm going to take Clemson as well. I really was trying to go LSU on this, but
It's hard to
I
be the
just
odd
can't
one
see
out.
it.
Yeah. I was really thinking about going Ohio State for when all of you went Texas, but I was like, man, I can't go away from my original pick just to be different. So I respect it.
Yeah. Especially when these games are going towards our records. It can't just be wrong. You can't be wrong. Can't be the only one wrong.
No, dude, if Jack gets St. Francis right, I might crash out.
I didn't even say they're going to win. I just said they're not going to get.
No, I know. If you get that spread pick right, I'm going to crash out.
I hope I do.
I hope you do too. That'd be funny.
I can start this next one if you want.
Okay, bet. So we're just doing the Arizona and Hawaii spread for this one because Arizona's a super heavy favorite. So does Hawaii have enough? Can Micah Alejado throw that rock enough to keep it close? What do you got, Alex?
I think the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors played a hell of a game against probably a shit Stanford team. But that's still a Power 5 conference team that they played and beat the hell out of them for 60 minutes. And let's just say that the quarterback had some moxie on him. He played like Kyler Murray, redshirt freshman. I think the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors will cover against Arizona.
I think it.
They played really, really well at home this past week, and I just don't see Hawaii getting blown out. I don't think they get blown out. I think they keep it close. So that's my take.
I'm gonna go against everything you just said. I think Arizona is way more talented than Hawaii. They got Noah Fafita at quarterback. 2 years ago. He's one of the best college quarterbacks in the game, and now last year after they struggled a little bit. But I feel like he's gonna get back on this horse. He's gonna be one of the better quarterbacks in college football, and I think Hawaii does not cover their spread, so I think Arizona covers.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I'll go into it next. I think Noah Vegeta ain't that good, and he doesn't have Tenero McMillan anymore to just be hucking that thing up to. And I think Hawaii's looking good this year. Or they looked good in their first game, so I'm with Alex here.
Hell yeah, Jack! Hell yeah!
We know ball.
We know ball.
I don't know who to pick here because if I go Arizona, Isaac and I will have picked every single same team.
Yeah, bro.
Also, I really like.
Y'all gonna kiss or something?
No. Here's what I'm saying. Hawaii's coming in with so much confidence, like you mentioned, Alex, the redshirt freshman. He playing with swag. He's got all the confidence in the world right now. I think they're coming in with momentum off a Power 5 win here, and I do think they really could keep this close. And this is a game where, it might look like a blowout on paper, but they could only lose by 17 points, and then they're still good. They're still covering the spread. So screw it. I'm going Hawaii too.
Yeah.
I rode Hawaii last week and they won, so I'm doing it again.
Y'all are gonna regret this when you guys have one more loss than I do. So
Take that. Noah chili cheese Fritos or whatever the hell your name is.
okay, Fafita,
Chili cheese.
fajita, fajita, Arizona in 20.
Noah corn chips, sit your ass down.
All right, last game of this weekend, the one I'm coming over to the Rose House and getting blackout for, Notre Dame and Miami. Who wants to go first for this one?
I'll go first.
Wait, hold on. Why didn't I get an invite to this shit?
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't get invited.
Oh,
I was just saying.
okay.
I didn't get an invite to this shit.
Sorry, invite only. Me, myself, and I. I can't do it with you. I'm just kidding.
Maybe it's just gonna be Caleb and Big D.
There you go. Double D college show.
That sounds really fun.
You should get him onto what's your podcast of Jake, Caleb?
Split screen.
Split screen. Get Double D on split screen.
Hey, dude, he could probably teach us some valuable lessons.
Yeah, he does every day to me. At work. Scolds me at work. Nah, I'm just playing. Let's get back to this game. Notre Dame at Miami, night game, Sunday night. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I feel confident. I mean, I know Carson Beck was one of the better quarterbacks in the nation last year. He's not anymore. He doesn't have any talent at receiver. They lack explosiveness outside, I think. Plus, I think Notre Dame's secondary is just going to be too good. So even though if they have talent out there, I think we're going to be able to shut it down. I like our offensive line physicality and toughness and just being better than Miami's defensive line. So I think we own the trenches. I think Jeremiah Love goes crazy today. I think CJ Carr gets into some sort of a rhythm for it being his first start. I think he's going to throw it around the Malachi Fields, Jordan Faison, Jaden Grayhouse, Will Pauling. All those guys are getting some targets and catches. So I like Notre Dame to win this game by 2 scores.
Lock it in. Isaac.
Lock it in.
No one is surprised.
Yep, I know.
Alex, let's see which direction you go.
The Catholic versus convict rivalry is one of the most historic rivalries that we have in college football history. And, I mean, we go back to when Lou Holtz and, what was the Miami's coach's name? Coach for Dallas.
Chief War Eagle?
No, Jack.
It was like Jimmy something.
Stuart?
No.
Stuart
Jimmy
Little?
Carter. Jimmy Carter.
Stuart Little, bro.
Little Peanut Farmer Jimmy Carter.
No, but that. Hold on, I'm gonna find it now.
I know who you're talking about, Alex. I know who you're talking about. Just continue with your take.
I do too. I played jacks with him back in the day.
So, anyways, with those two coaches almost got in a fight at Notre Dame when they played, but and now we go back with what Ian Book saying that it was the loudest stadium he played in when how long ever ago than they got blown out, and I think the most recent game Notre Dame won. Right, Isaac? I'm not sure.
Yes, they won. No. The most recent game we played at Hard Rock Stadium was when we got blown out.
Okay. So, I mean, this is going to be a fun game on Sunday night. Isaac and I, and shout out to Trent Monroe, we're thinking and just talk about this game. And, he brought up a pretty good take that the Catholics play on Sunday, and God never goes against the Catholics on the Sunday they play on the God's day. So I'm going that the Irish should win this game. Notre Dame will come out on top of the Miami Hurricanes and flat out just beat him by probably 1 score.
Yeah, I like them by 1 or 2 scores. I'm not gonna say anything too crazy.
Was that on a Sunday?
That was on a Monday.
On a Monday, too, is crazy, bro. They should have had that game on a Friday.
You got to be kidding me, Boise State. You are so disappointed.
Boise State's so garbage. All right, Caleb, what's your take?
My take, I think, the whole talk with Miami right now is like their defense got totally overhauled. I know they have Carson Beck and everything, but that's not going to matter against really good Notre Dame defense. It's going to be a defensive game, but I think Notre Dame has a lot more talent in the running game on offense. So as long as they stick to the run, I think they'll be all right. They do have, CJ Carr, freshman QB. It's his first game, hostile environment, top 10 team, overhauled defense. As long as they stick to the run game, I think Notre Dame will be fine, and that's why this game's going to be really close, but I think Notre Dame's going to stick it out. So go Notre Dame.
Yep, I think the run game's going to play a big factor in this game. It's supposed to have a little bit of weather before that game, maybe a little bit of thunderstorms or heavy rain. So I like Notre Dame, like I said, in the trenches more than I like Miami's
heavy
defense.
Rain.
Yeah.
That's a crazy reference.
Sorry, you just told me I was like a sleeper agent there.
Yeah, I know. If y'all don't know, look up the game Heavy Rain.
Sean! I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yeah, you're last.
What's new?
He's been different this whole time. He's been different the whole time. What's he gonna do?
I know I want to go different, but I also think
it's hard. It's really hard in a game like this if you're wrong too, and all three of us get it right. So it's
I feel like Miami's a bunch of frauds, anyways. After they lost to Georgia Tech, so throw me down Notre Dame.
All right.
One time for the one time.
One time for the one time. So that's three. That's three, boys. We could all
Give me
potentially
that wafer.
get
I'll
wrong.
eat it.
But that's also three we could all potentially all get right. So we'll see.
I'm sure it'll mix up later in the season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely
Once games get like, because now I feel like it's week one, we can judge after a couple weeks how teams are doing, and yeah, it'll be more interesting. I'm excited for what teams we'll get to cover next week too. But yeah, these picks, I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Also, UL Monroe is playing right now, so I'm gonna see how they're doing.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I looked up St.
We
Francis'
interrupt this program with a game
schedule
break
last year.
from ESPN's
Oh, that got delayed.
College
Okay.
Football Live
Damn.
Center.
I'm hoping they're better.
Not ESPN, excuse me. The You Don't Know Ball College Football Live Center, and they are
YDKB.
They're delayed.
Yeah,
Trademark
they
it.
are.
Trademark it.
Dang.
Yeah, because UL Monroe too scared to play.
Right. All right. If we could do this real quick, I want to do this kind of a shorter segment. There's a couple other games that I know we didn't get to that potentially we have some people who are fans of. I'm going to say a game, and I want you guys just to give us like who you think is going to win. No description. Alex will come back to you for the Michigan one, and Jack will come back for Bama one. But just pure instinct, pure.
Oh, is this
what
the
you
Bud Light
think.
Pick'ems?
Yeah, Bud Light pickups. This is a You Don't Know Ball.
Not
pick'ems.
sponsored. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. No free shout-outs. But all right. So let's obviously start with Michigan against
I
who do they
look
play?
at your
Alex?
boys on TV.
Oh my god. Not a good reference. Who does Michigan play, Alex? Help me
New
out
Mexico
here.
State.
New Mexico State. Michigan, New Mexico State. Alex.
Give me Bryce Underwood, the Michigan Wolverines, his first start as the quarterback, first freshman starting quarterback for Michigan since Tate Forcier, in front, I think 2009. So this is gonna be hopefully a fun game to watch, and we hope to see Bryce Underwood's Heisman campaign start tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow.
All right, Jack.
For Michigan?
Yep.
I think Michigan's going to win.
Caleb.
Michigan.
I'm taking Michigan too. I think it's going to be too big of a talent gap. All right, Alabama at Florida State. Jack.
Well, this is a real tough one, but I think Bama's going to handle them like they handle, say, Mercer College usually in their first week.
Alex.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Caleb.
Got to go with the team that performed better last year and got better over the offseason, Bama.
I'm also going to go with Bama. I'm not going to disregard that they're playing at Doak Campbell, but Bama by like 3 scores. Oh, my God. Jesus.
The whole thing is roaring.
What's another good game I could think of at the top of my head?
UNC, and
North Carolina and TCU.
Unk University.
Okay, Jack took UNC.
Who are they playing?
TCU.
Oh, shit. Yeah, give me Unk University with Bill Belichick.
Alex?
North Carolina. I got North Carolina in this one. Bill Belichick's
Okay.
debut.
Caleb?
TCU is going to spoil his debut. Give me TCU.
I'm going to take TCU as well. Thanks, Sam.
Man, these fools delusional.
All right, one more game. We'll do this one. Utah at UCLA. Caleb.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch, Isaac. Why'd you got to make me do it?
Yeah, that was almost rude.
Why'd you got to make me do it? Utah. You're going to handle business in Pasadena.
Alex?
I gotta go with Utah as well. That's a tough game for the UCLA Bruins.
Jack?
Yeah, I gotta go Utah as well, even though UCLA got Nico. This will be a good game to see how Nico's doing in
Right.
UCLA, though. I'm excited
Right.
for it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
this could be a game where Nico puts UCLA on the map.
I hope
Yeah,
they play
if
tomorrow,
Nico
actually.
puts the gas on it like he did last year against Bama, dude could win.
He could win. He could win. He could will his team to a win. But I'm also gonna go with Utah. I think they're just too good for.
They play
Bruins.
Saturday at 11 p.m. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be up forever.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be up forever.
All
I had to
right.
call in sick to church in the morning.
Oh my God, there's 2 Florida fans sleeping in the stands in Boise State South Florida game.
I know. I just saw that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode.
Wait.
Oh, okay, Alex. What?
We're not
Lay
gonna
it
do
on
our
us.
sponsored segment.
We don't have. Oh, I guess we could do our sponsored segment.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
No, I'm doing it.
Okay.
All right.
No,
What if I wanted to do it?
This segment's gonna be sponsored by Mall City Mechanical. This is the You Don't Know Ball Players of the Week. I mean, there's really only 3 games that I really watched
I was
last
just thinking
weekend.
one
So,
player today.
you
I
can
got
only
a
pick
player.
one player.
I got a player I
Pick
know
one.
you guys don't got.
All right. So, Alex, how about you start us off with the You
I
Don't
got
Know
that in my
Ball
bag,
Player
too.
of the Week?
I'm gonna go previous week. I'm gonna take Iowa State's quarterback. I think that he is the player of the week from week 0. Had a pretty good game in Ireland and willed his team for a win.
Jack.
I'm gonna go with Cartavius Norton from USF. He's the running back. I saw him running a touchdown like a dog today, so
We're talking about last week, Jack.
I'm doing today. I didn't watch football last week.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Caleb.
I got 2 players actually. First, the Idaho State running back. He's a senior. He had 132 yards, 2 touchdowns against a D1 school in UNLV team with a supposedly revamped roster, new coach and everything. Gave him the work. Ended up being a 1-score game at the end of it. His name's Dason Brooks. Follow him, man. He might have a good career in the NFL someday as like a unknown running back coming out of college. So hopefully he does really well in whatever league Idaho State's in. I think they're in the Big Sky or something like that. And then Maverick McIver from Western Kentucky had a crazy day as well for them. He's the QB. He had like 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, win against Sam Houston. So good for those 2. We'll see how they do in their small leagues that they're in this year.
For sure. Yeah. 2 sleeper teams in their respective conferences. My player of the week is going to go to the Kansas Jayhawks quarterback, Jalen Daniels. He absolutely went crazy against Fresno State. He had 4 passing touchdowns, I believe, did a lot on the ground as well. So Jalen Daniels gets my You Don't Know Ball Player of the Week.
Yeah, shout out MCM. Thanks for the sponsor.
Yeah. So we can start doing it. We're going to start doing that at the beginning of every episode from here on out. Just figure we introduce it in this episode since we had week 0 last week. But yeah, look forward to that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode. We appreciate all you who listened to this point. We appreciate the support. We can't wait for this college football season. And one more take from you guys. Anybody?
Nico, prove them wrong, man. That's all I got.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Get real.
All right. You remember, we don't know ball. You don't know ball. We all don't know ball. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Go Irish.
Go blue. Go blue.
Roll Tide.